Hey guys, welcome back to another Genshin and Chill episode. This is episode 9, the good, the bad, the ugly after the 2.1 stream. I know we took a 1 week hiatus. My apologies for no notice, but we're back. We're better than ever, and we have a lot to talk about. Rocky D's in the building. What's up, Rocky
Yo,
D?
what's good?
Yeah, yeah, man. Lots to get into. Lots to get into. So, big news, official reveal on the new 2.1 official reveal on the new 2.1 release. Lots of stuff to talk about. Um, what is your impression on what went on the live stream, Rocky?
Oh man, we getting into this now. Um, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I never really liked the the English streams. I think the one they did for
Oh, we're
for
getting right
2.0,
into it.
the one they did for 2.0 was like worlds better with just the translations and stuff. I
Yeah.
think that was a lot better. It was like it was it was like a game showcase, right? They showed you the game. They spoke about the game. They spoke to the devs, all of that. But in the English version, we just get
Yeah.
voice actors in character, and it's like a kiddie show. We don't get the same
Yeah, I know,
vibe.
right?
We don't get the same vibe. It's just that I see we have someone joining us that probably also has a lot to
Oh.
say about the live stream.
Welcome, General. Welcome.
Hello, can you first of all, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear
But yeah, it's like the English version, for whatever reason, it came off like it's just a kiddie show, and you could tell that they were supposed to be in character, but it was so
you. Yeah.
robotic. That's not how people talk. That's not how people,
Exactly.
emote. That's
Exactly.
not how people. It was so. Yeah, it was just so robotic. It's not a showcase. It's just people reading from a script. That's what it was.
Yeah, I feel like they had us like we were little 5 year olds. Um, the way they were pronouncing, like when you talk to little children, like hey, and just freaking out, and like I was like, really, yo, like it was. But the only thing I'm thinking of is like to me that's not the first time they're doing it, so I'm
It's
kind
not.
of wondering why is there more of an outroar than the last time? Because to me, like I noticed it the last time, but I didn't hear people talking about it so much. But to me, it's like really like being talked about this time around.
I think it's probably because people are probably tired of it. That's one. And because they had so many of the voice actors on, they didn't even have like the characters they voiced. Before they used to have the little chibi avatars for them in the stream.
That's true. That's true.
That's tolerable, right? That's tolerable. Now it's like we
Yeah.
see the actors, we don't automatically correlate them to the characters that we like the characters, we don't
Yeah.
like the voice actors, right? Because we associate with the characters the most,
Yeah.
right? And they're trying to do the voices of the characters but using their own faces.
You know that I never thought about that. That's a really good point. I
It's
never I
not
never
there.
looked at it.
It was so unnatural.
Yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
the whole vibe of it was just off.
Yeah. I wonder why they chose to go that route. Um, because the Japanese stream didn't go that route. So I wonder why they choose to go that route for the global audience. Because it's like I don't know. Like I heard somebody put a point like Genshin has a very young audience, and while I would say I would they probably have a young audience for true, but the Genshin audience is not just young people. It's like all kinds of ages. So you can't just cater to one
Right,
specific age
right.
and just say like just disregard everybody else. Because
I would agree with that.
look at the majority of the content creators. Majority of the,
Exactly.
like of the big guys are like married men and whatnot. So like for
Exactly.
you to go and like be talking to people like little children, like hey, I'm freaking out, like it was just
And
like really annoying, man.
the thing is, right? They may say that Genshin is the audience is kids, but that's really not true. If you look at
Yeah.
the numbers,
Mm.
majority of Genshin's audience is between the ages of like 18 to 20 something, like late 20s. That these are the people
Yeah.
that are playing Genshin. It's not like teenagers, it's not little kids. It's people who are adults that are playing Genshin.
Yeah. I agree. I was just thinking, like, um, that's actually the first time I heard. Well, I don't know if maybe I didn't pay attention to it that much before, but it looks like um, Zach, the guy who was talking for the global
Right,
stream,
right.
he was really it really affected him.
Yeah, you
I
could tell
guess
he wasn't used to it.
yeah, and I guess it might be part of like might have part to do with what you were saying in terms of like they actually seeing the people's faces and whatnot and not the hiding behind the chibi characters. But I feel like people were just really frustrated with the whole it's like they all belittling the game in a way where they reduce it to like treating you like little children. But I, in a way, I'm just trying to see it from both people's angles. I guess like they've just been like given the script and it's their job. So Miyoyo probably told them that's how we want to do the thing. So they just went along with how
I,
they were told to do it, and because they are really like in the front line, they're taking like the brunt of like the what how you call it, like the criticism and whatnot. And I guess it started to really affect them. Welcome Chavez in the building.
I would agree with that. Um, so I've been like looking around Twitter after the
Yeah,
whole thing, like when I found out that this actually somehow caused the drama, and he was just saying, "Hey, we're
yeah,
we're getting paid to do a job. We don't know every single facet of the job, but then that's it, and that's what it is
yeah.
most of the time. They're gonna they get paid for a role, they get paid to do the job, and then that's
Mm,
it. It's not really on them to learn every single thing about the job, or you know, to do that. They're just the voice actors.
yeah,
So it's not
yeah.
their
Mhm.
fault that Mihoyo is like, this is how he want you to do it. You do it this way. Don't deviate. Don't do your own thing. Like this is how he wanted, and that's probably why it also came out to me like very robotic and unnatural.
True. And one thing I was thinking again is like they kept mentioning like they don't know that much about the game. Like people think they know a lot, but they actually don't know as much
They
as
don't.
people think they know. And another thing is like I don't know. I felt like the global stream was rushed. Like they were not prepared. Even for the longest while, one of the voice actors, her stream was stuck for the longest while. Nobody acknowledged it. It's like everybody just kept going on like and not like everything was normal. I think it took a while to start. It's like things were just I don't know. I
I
don't know people
I didn't
if they
even
were not
notice that.
prepared. Uh, yeah, I don't. I felt it felt like people were not prepared, and like I'm not sure if it was the English one, maybe it was the Chinese one. But like, I think one guy kept saying like there were, I think 20 million people were watching. So if you have like a crazy amount of people watching like that, I mean, you have to come prepared in a way where you don't let these little. I mean, it's streaming; things are going to happen, but I
Yep,
mean, try to be a bit more prepared than that. Like that was like almost like an embarrassment for the English stream.
it was because we know the Chinese version is pre-recorded, so they have
Yeah,
everything down. But for the
yeah.
English, it's not. It wasn't.
So I'm wondering right now, with that whole faux pas, will they go to more of a pre-recording stage, just like the Chinese one, or will they try and address it somehow?
I hope they start doing it pre-recorded because it's not like it's nothing new for these like studios and games and stuff to pre-record their stuff and then
Yeah,
put it out there. So why that wasn't done for the English, I don't know because they did it for the Chinese. It's all pre-recorded.
yeah. General, what's your thoughts on this whole streaming drama going on right now?
Well, to be honest, I didn't even know there was drama until today when somebody pointed it out. I mean, I can kind of understand why because the live stream was kind of terrible. Like I couldn't hear so Ava's however you want to pronounce it, voice actor Zach. I couldn't hear anything he said because everybody else was laughing. So it felt like kind of a mess to me, honestly. Like they didn't know
Yeah.
when to stop laughing. I don't know. It just and I
They were
mean,
laughing on cue. That was
right?
crazy. That
And
was
it didn't
crazy.
it didn't feel like natural conversation either.
Yeah,
Like nobody talks like that. And I don't expect them to be in
Exactly.
character. They don't have to be. I mean, it's well for me. I'm speaking for myself. It's good enough that they are there and they are maybe speaking on what their characters are going to do, what their characters have to do in the upcoming update. But I mean, it just felt really weird. I don't know. I have no idea. And I wish,
Yeah.
for me, I wish they didn't show their faces because it's kind of weird.
I made that point too. It was like because we're so used to seeing the chibi versions of them, right, in the English
Right?
version,
Yeah.
and
Right?
then
It seemed like I don't know. It just felt like a mess. It felt um pretty unprepared. I understand that they're doing this live, but I mean this is not something that had to be live. Um yes, I mean I know it's scripted. I know everything they've read was scripted, but it just did not feel like natural conversation.
Yeah. I feel like maybe the person who did like organized it and um I feel like maybe they're not in touch with what the global community would like how they would react to it and whatnot. So I feel like sometimes maybe they need to get somebody that's not really fully involved in in the whole spectrum of everything, but maybe get somebody from well, I guess that's kind of hard with everybody leaking things all the time. But if they could have gotten somebody like maybe one of the popular streamers and sign an undisclosed
you see,
um,
yeah, non-disclosure agreement. Yeah, they could have been.
non-disclosure, yeah, and get their perspective on what they feel like the general community would appreciate because these streamers have like thousands and thousands of people speaking to on a daily basis, so they would get
Yeah,
a general idea on what the community feels, how they would respond to certain things and whatnot. I feel like they could have gone that route and things would have gotten a lot better, been a lot better for them. But like I said, like I guess they're trying to keep things in house as much as possible, especially with all the leaks going on. But even with all the stringent measures they're placing, like I predicted, the leaks hasn't stopped. So I mean,
Now, I was thinking the same thing, but I think it's probably contracted that the voice actors do it as part of their job, because they're not. I don't think they're just contracted to do patches or like each time they have to voice a character, um they sign a new contract. I think that's within their contract that they have to voice the character and do these types of like presentations as the character.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt
yeah.
weird. I mean, and it's the for me, it's nothing against the voice actors because for some
Yeah,
reason
it's not them.
they seem pretty surprised to be there. I don't know. I don't know
There
if
was
that
this
makes
one guy, the dude who was like at the bottom right, the older looking guy. You think he was the
yeah, yeah,
only other
yeah.
guy there? He didn't talk at all for the
Right.
entire thing. It was so strange because I was watching him
yeah.
throughout the entire thing, and I was like, which character does he voice? Is he only? I don't. What?
I couldn't figure it out because I missed the beginning, and of course I had to leave in the middle of the stream, so I didn't really get everything. But from what I saw, like
So
he didn't say anything. I don't know.
Didn't say
I don't know
anything.
who. I don't know who he voiced, and I was
so
assuming he.
Chavez is saying he's Kaya's VA.
Oh really?
Oh, he's
I wouldn't know
Gaius.
because it's like there was nowhere on screen that said who these people voiced.
Yeah, that was a thing for me because, like, again, we're so used to seeing the chibi little characters. It would have been cool to just have them as part of the overlay in the stream.
Yeah,
Either just
true.
put it on put it near the person's camera or something. I'm
Yeah,
sure it wouldn't be that difficult to do it. It's not gonna take like 5 minutes to do that in like Photoshop or something because you're just copy pasting.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, like that was a really crazy part of the stream. But let's move on to, well, since we touched on the ugly, let's move on to the good. What was actually really good about like what we're expecting from 2.1 from what the stream displayed.
Everything. Right. I saw fishing and I was like, all right, Genshin is officially an RPG now. That's the unspoken rules of RPG. If your game
Yeah,
has a fishing mechanic, you are officially an RPG.
yeah. And that's nice because they're encouraging you to do the fishing because apparently I think if you um, well, I can't remember the specifics, but I think if you catch a certain fish, a rare fish or something like that, you get the new fishing
The sword,
claymore. Yeah, which is actually
bruh,
really funny.
bruh.
That just
It's about
imagine you're
time.
just walking around hitting people with a fish.
I can't wait for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
I feel like that kind of sense of humor of just implementing little things like that is a great little quality to add into the game.
Well, I mean, I guess y'all can guess which was my favorite part. I don't
Oh,
even.
Shamush!
Yep, I don't
I,
even think I have to say
as
it.
soon as I saw him, I thought of you.
And again, y'all know I'm here for the law. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm glad I'm gonna be seeing my man again
I think I
after
can
so
predict what
long.
happens. And here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna turn out that the war was the Futuid all along, and La Signora was like um instigating things in the background. That's what I predict is gonna happen.
That's interesting. What interesting? Because I was thinking, isn't it a bit overkill that they're showing both La Signora and Sharamosh is like
And
to me,
Scaramouche, yeah.
Scaramouche, like I would think like they would introduce one or the other and leave the other one for a next patch or something. But to
I
introduce
think we're
both,
getting La Senora first, though.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
I feel like she's going to come first, and then maybe 2.2, 2.3. They like I think they're just introducing, well, not introducing, but like reintroducing Sharamush, and
Yeah. Well,
they
come to think of it, this is actually his first official like main story appearance. Because
yeah,
last time he
because
was
he was in
in
an event.
a side thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Then I
So
can't wait.
uh, yeah. I saw some rumors saying that they will release La Senora as a playable character sometime. Hopefully, with her boss coming, it will be sometime soon. But I was just thinking in my head, like that would be interesting because they just released Ayaka, which is a 5-star cryo character. And obviously, La Senora would be a 5-star cryo character as well. And Ganyo is due for a rerun. So it's
Yo,
like
can't
to
wait.
me, it's just like
Love
uh,
cryo.
a whole load of cryo,
So much
strong,
prior. And
strong.
they have Aloy coming out in 2.1 and
Oh, I
2.2.
forgot about that as well. And all
Who's
of them are
also
female
cryo.
as well.
Yep.
Cryo.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm
Uh,
suffering over here.
At least well, now we're gonna get a 5-star Electro
yeah,
finally,
finally.
and another five
Uh,
star Hydro,
yeah,
who's not a
Kokomi, banner
standard
to Peso.
character.
Chavez says he's most excited for Kokumi.
I'm bro. I might have to open my wallet for the next patch. I'm serious. I didn't have to open it for Ayaka. Thank God. I didn't have to open it on the Yoimiya banner because I changed my mind on Yoimiya. I just wanted Yanfei, and I got Yanfei, and
Did
then
I? I'm just realizing since we didn't have the stream last time, I don't think I spoke. Did I? I don't think I spoke about that. When
Yoimiya?
I
Yoimiya.
your did we speak about our summons for that Yomiya banner?
I don't think we did.
No.
Oh, but I think I put it in one of our WhatsApp groups. That Yomiya banner was like my best and worst pull ever. Because I'm thinking, okay, I'm just trying to get, a double copy of Sayu because, I just like, I like exploration characters, and she's really good at, like, I think she's probably like the fastest character on ground in the game when she's rolling. So I'm like, and she just looks like a character. So I pull her, pull nothing. Second pull, I'm seeing one Sayu, two Sayus, Yomiya. I was like, what? I was like, the one time I'm trying not to get a 5-star character, I pull a 5-star character on my second pull. And that's the banner directly before Bal, which I would at least hope if I don't if I pull a 5-star, at least let it be off banner so I can be guaranteed for Bal. Now I'm 2 multis less than I was before. And I'm still on 50-50. I was like,
Bro.
bruh, I only have 2.5 wishes. I only have 25 wishes, and Bal is on the horizon. I'm like, yo, that's like,
Bruh,
You have to
you
that's
open
rough.
your
know.
wallet.
That's rough.
I was like, it's ridiculous. And the thing about it again is, I really, really like what's her name, Sarah, whatever her name is,
Yeah,
Sarah, I think
yes,
it is.
Agent
Sarah.
Sarah.
Yeah, man, she looks so amazing. Her
What?
alt looks amazing. Her E, yeah, actually, and I heard she's like an Electro Bennett in terms of buffing your characters again. So
Bro.
I really want constellations on her. And I'm
Was it
seeing,
was it confirmed that she's a 4-star?
Yeah, 4 star.
Yeah,
Nice,
it's
nice.
confirmed
She's coming
because
with Bao. She's on
Oh,
her
that.
banner.
Oh, bro.
and
I'm.
and, and
I'm.
that and that's the thing I was really surprised about Mihoyo because usually Mihoyo would use the tactic of you know put the
Putting an
four
old
star
character
on
with a
the
new one.
On a
put the new
rerun
four
banner or
star.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put a new four star on the banner. You feel people are less likely to pull on. So obviously, people will pull on the Electro Archon more than the what's her
Kokomi.
name Kokomi banner. So I would think you would put Sarah on the Kokomi banner to help boost up the banner, and plus Bal is electric already. I'm seeing they're putting Kokomi no, they're putting Sarah
And
and
Bao.
Bal together. I'm like, yo, every single primo gem I have is going on that
Bro.
banner.
Likewise. I think so far my pulls have been really good. When I tried to pull for Ayaka, I
Yeah.
ended up getting Jean. And then I started building Jean. I think I said this like on one of the previous ones. And then like 20 pulls later, I get Ayaka. And then when I tried to
Wow.
pull for I started pulling on the Yoimiya banner for Yanfei and Ningguang
Yeah.
constellations, and I get Diluc. So that automatically
Wow.
Lucky you.
that resets my pity. So my ball is basically like guaranteed as long as I keep wishing.
Yo, that's crazy, yo.
And you don't want to say I working for MiHoYo?
So I think in the span of like I don't even know like 60 wishes, 50 wishes, I got like
Yeah.
3 5 stars, which is
What?
insane.
That is crazy, yo. That is crazy.
I'm
My
expecting
goodness.
to have to hard pity for Baldo.
Yeah, because like that's the thing I was thinking um right like when I was doing my planning, I was like, okay, I want Kazuha, I want Ayaka, and I want Bao. And I had a feeling the three of them would come out really close to each other. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do um if I there's no way if I lose PT on any one of these characters, I'm going to miss out on one of them. And so I end up I end up losing the 50-50 on Kazuha, and obviously I was guaranteed for Ayaka, and I won the 50-50 for Yomiya, even though I was not trying to pull her. So I'm like, when I was trying to pull the character, I lose the 50-50. When I'm not trying to pull the character, I win the 50-50. It's like Miyoyo, I feel like I have to do a reverse psychology with Miyoyo.
See
So
now,
right, mm,
now that that happened, that I ended up getting, I lost the 50-50. Then by pure luck, I got the 5 star couple wishes later, resetting my pity. Then I kept
mm,
rolling, and then I lost the 50-50 again.
yeah,
So that's why I'm completely stopped wishing on the banner because I'm so scared that I end up winning getting the banner character right now, which is still going on.
yeah, yeah,
So
man.
I'm just gonna wait. It's what next week, right?
Yeah, next week Wednesday.
All right. I'm just gonna hold out till next week, and as soon as the banner drops, all my primos are gone.
Man, I can't wait, yo. I can't wait. I really hope Mihoyo doesn't do me dirty and makes me lose a 50-50. And if Mihoyo makes me lose the 50-50, at least give me Kaching, man. I've been waiting for Kaching for since the start of the game. I mean, I at least give me an electro 5 star. So I mean, I don't know. I'm going to try and do as much as possible to try and get Val. I know Wales must be rejoicing because the bonus for the Genesis crystals resetting. So just a heads up for anybody who has been opening their wallet a lot. You and you haven't you you haven't bought you haven't used your bonuses, maybe you might want to use your bonus so it will get reset and then use it again when the new patch comes out. I don't know. But since we're on things you should do before the patch comes out, um, I think for people like me who haven't really been farming the new artifact set, and you're planning on going for Bal and
Sarah.
her Sarah, her little sister. I call them twin sisters.
They look like they
um,
could be related.
yeah. For a little moment, I was confusing the two of them because I was like, they're really similar. But you should you should probably start farming your artifacts. Probably start farming, saving up your purple books. I've kind of been spending my purple books on Yomiya because I'm like, she's a 5-star, I might as well build her. But then I'm like, if I start building her, then I'll not have enough resources when Baal comes out. So I'm like,
Yep.
I feel like I'll leave her Yomiya on a pause for now because I mean, I feel like the thing that's really hurting Yomiya is like her AOE. She has no AOE. Like, well, the only AOE she has is a burst, and a burst does nada. And I feel like she's such a cool character in terms of her kit, her design, the fireworks exploding and everything. And I feel like they just did her dirty by just making her so like so focused on like
Single target and stuff.
single target, yeah. So I feel like they did a dirty, but like it is what it is, man. I felt bad. Like I even felt like to me, what's that girl's name again? The lawyer. To me, the
Yanfei.
lawyer Yanfei. To
Yanfei.
me, Yanfei is even like to me Yanfei is kind of even better than her in a way
Oh, no
because
facts. Bare facts, man.
because at least Yanfei, you can Yanfei actually has a bit of AOE. Yanfei has like she has a long range attacks and she can vaporize on her attacks more than Yomiya. So it's like to me it's like I don't know. I don't know what to me like you have beta testers, right? What are the beta testers? Like you mean to tell me none of the beta testers mentioned to Mihoyo? I mean, like you could release a character like that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's how they wanted to release her, but even with
I
the play style of okay, first her E runs out, so that would be the time to switch and buff your characters with the alt. But even then, it's like I don't know. It just doesn't feel like
She was lackluster.
she's lackluster. I don't know. They need to do something, fix her with something.
I
Chavez said,
predict
mm-hmm,
I predict this is gonna go the way of Albedo,
yeah,
where mm, basically almost no one pull on Albedo's banner, and then
mm.
Which I regret.
a couple months later, everyone is like, "Oh my god, Albedo's so good."
I was thinking that. But I was thinking like the only way that might happen is maybe if you link Yomiya with Bal because Bal has like her E, you can do off field attacks with it. So I'm thinking maybe that might give Yomiya
Oh,
some
most
AoE.
definitely. I think
So yeah,
the comp that everyone is running with Yoimiya, who prone for Yoimiya, is Overload with Fischl,
yeah,
because I think C6 Fischl. Let me look it up real quick.
I have C6 visual, so I can tell you.
At this point, who doesn't?
I still don't have C6 Fischl because
Oh.
I don't pull on her ban whenever she's on a banner. I don't pull her. Extended
What?
duration of Oz joint attack with your because Oz does joint attacks with your with whichever character at C6, and it
Yeah,
does electro damage based on like Fischl's actual damage. So that's like easy overload comp right there, like a rapid strike overload. I think that's what everyone
Yeah.
is running with. So if Baal
Mm,
comes out,
the
right,
other thing,
that's an easy replacement for C6
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah, definitely. And I'm thinking like to me, if you're what's her name again? What's a girl that dances with her claymore again?
Eula?
Eula.
Euler. If you're a Euler main, I feel like to me, Bal is a must pull for you
Oh,
because that's
definitely.
like easy superconduct you. Like like that. Those two are like a cheat together.
I can definitely see that. I'm pulling for Baal. I am
Yeah, like
definitely pulling for Baal.
I just wish I had more primos saved up so I can just
Well,
like
hopefully
just
they'll have more events. Sorry, so you
yeah,
can get more
because
packages.
and that's something. Let's rewind and go back a bit. What do you guys think of the the rewards for the anniversary? Does it meet your expectations, or like do you feel like it could have been more? Do you feel it's enough? What are your thoughts on the
I
rewards?
think I had to leave when they were talking about that, so I don't know that much, to be honest. In fact, I should have looked it up.
What about you,
Um,
Rocky D? What's your thoughts on the rewards?
I have to look it up to just be sure about what I'm about to say, because it might be considered a hot take, right?
You know, as I mentioned that I just remember that you might not be the best person to ask that question because you skipped out on the 1.4 on the
is it?
1.4. So you don't have the Chinese festival to compare it to the Chinese anniversary, whatever that
um,
was,
is it?
because
Well, let me
mm,
ask, because you probably watched the stream in its entirety. Is it better than what they had last year, or?
No, it's not.
no, it's
Oh
not.
wow, what a disappointment!
All right, so they're doing it in days, I think, or like in like
Yeah,
intervals.
Yeah,
Where
and the last one was like that too.
the first day, you get a free temple,
Really?
which
I think that's like every day you log in, you get a wish. So like I think for 10 days,
oh,
if
that's
you log in for 10 days,
disgusting. That's
uh, and
disgusting.
you know what made it worse? The last time they did that, they put it right between the two patches, so you get five in the first banner and the other five in the second banner, which was worse you. So I only got
That is
five for Zhao.
disgusting.
I really hope they don't do that this time
To
around.
be honest, for me, it kind of doesn't matter if there's not a character on a banner that come anniversary time that I want. So if it's
So
going to be female characters up until the anniversary, then I won't be pulling.
But you're a one in a million take everybody and their mother and their baby and their and their father, their sister, their brother, their nene and power is
Pulling
pulling
for
on
that.
Boss Banner.
everyone, yeah,
I mean,
everyone's pulling
for
on
me,
Malswana.
I wouldn't. For me, I wouldn't pull on her because I get her and then I'll just pack her because I would not want to build her.
Have you seen her
That's just me.
alt?
I've seen it all, but like I just
What?
wouldn't. Building
Man,
characters
I
for
don't
me is
know.
a lot of effort. So
It is a lot of effort, but I mean, it's an icon, man. It's to me, you have to get every icon, man.
not me. I have to get every male character. That's what I want.
Feeling that way. But yeah, so I have it pulled up here. So you're gonna get for the 1 year anniversary, you're gonna get a temple. Then
Mhm.
you're gonna get some Mora. You're gonna get the crystals to level up weapons, and then you get some
Uh-huh.
tomes. That that to me coming from other gacha games is trash.
So wait, so there's no free character this time?
There's no free character.
Damn.
Now, the thing too is, right, and a lot of people made this, is it's a very valid point, is that we are getting a
Mm.
free character anyway. We're getting a free 5 star. We're getting Aloy. Everyone's gonna get Aloy.
But I'm not interested in that.
Well, yeah, I've heard some points for and against that. The for people are saying what you're saying, that we're getting Aloy as a 5 star character, but the against people are saying that if you don't have a PlayStation, then that means you're getting her after the anniversary. So it's technically not part of the anniversary.
True.
I mean, yeah, but it still comes to the same thing about you're getting the free character anyway.
Well, you know, the last time we got to choose which 4-star character we wanted. So why don't we get a choice this time? I'm very upset.
Man, I really wish MiHoYo would. They would never do that, but I
It
really
do be
wish they
like
would
that.
give us a choice of which 5 star character. Man, I would go for Kazuha so fast.
I
So
mean, they can bring Albedo back and I'll finally get him.
Here's what so I I usually always make this comparison whenever I talk about like Genshin and the other gachas that I've played.
yeah.
And it's Brave Frontier. It's the game I've played the most. It's the gacha I've played the most, right? For
Mm,
their anniversary, I think Brave Frontier does the best thing. They give you a set of like meta characters.
yeah.
They give you these like 5 meta characters. You pick one,
Mm,
and then for the month of the anniversary, you just log in like I don't know, like for 2 weeks straight, and you get that character free.
yeah. Nice. Nice.
So in
That would be
Genshin,
amazing. Yeah.
so for Genshin, it would be like okay, there's Ganyu, there's Hu Tao, there's Zhongli, there's I guess you could put Venti and Zhao there as well. Just pick one, log into the game like 20 days during the month of the anniversary, and you get that character. I don't see that as a bad thing. That's an incentive for people to play the game. That's an incentive for people to take part in the anniversary events and stuff. Right?
Exactly.
I
And
don't
you
think,
know
but
something they could
I
have
don't
done?
feel they're more popular characters though.
I think
I feel
something they could have done is like characters that have been rerun already, like Venti and Zhao Klee. These characters have come multiple times already. Since a lot of people would have had these characters, they could have put these characters as people you could have chosen, especially maybe Albedo,
Or
since
even
Albedo sales were so low, they could have put him as well in there too.
that's true. They
who?
could have done the standard banner characters. I know everybody's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's Chi
exactly.
this, Kaching that, but still, there's people who don't have these characters that actually want these characters.
Like
So
me.
they could have put them there, yeah.
I'll give you
But
mine.
I don't mind getting Mona. I just want another Hydro character. I don't have any Hydro
Like Mona
DPS.
would
Well,
go so well with my
that's a
Ayaka,
lie.
man.
I have Tartaglia, but I don't build him because he's I don't like how he plays.
Yeah, like if it wasn't for his cooldown, I would have used him a
Yeah.
lot more, but his cooldown is kind of
Yeah.
messing him up for me. But oh, by the way, guys, I triple crowned my Ayaka.
Oh,
Congratulations.
My first triple crown character.
I
Congrats.
I legit
Thank you.
just ascended mine to 80 today, and I'm still
Hmm.
farming artifacts. For some reason, I have terrible luck with the Blizzard set. I keep getting
Man, if
trash
I
pieces.
tell you, I only have two good pieces for Blizzard, so I'm running her with 2 piece Blizzard, 2 piece Glad.
Damn. I'm running out with two-piece Blizzard, two-piece Noblesse because I have a couple good, decent Noblesse pieces, and I'm purely just going to be using her
Hmm.
for her ult anyway.
So you're using, I'm guessing you're using the new craftable sword then.
Well, I
Do you
haven't crafted any of them.
what refine do you have your sword?
Now I can bring it up to. I think I have it at R2 right now, but I can bring it up to
Yeah,
R3. I'm still contemplating on whether or
yeah.
not I want to do that though.
I
I just want.
actually, I
Go
actually,
ahead.
yeah, I actually, if you really watch how the game is, the game actually gives you like a good few sword beleys because I only got one sword belay from doing bosses and got the rest through the game in terms of I got one through in one stat where you can spend your whatever you call these things. I can't remember right now. But in the jewelry shop, you can buy one
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Then I got um, two in Azuma. One when you got the craftable recipe, and the other one I got it from doing leveling up the tree.
Mhm.
And I also had the choice of choosing which Billy I wanted from. I think one of the events gave you that option where you can just choose one, whichever one you want. So right now my thing is on R4 right now, and I was like, I'm not going to choose one. I'm going to just stay without it. And I had this tactic in my mind. I was like, I haven't gotten a Billy in a while from a boss fight. So I'm thinking if I have zero sword belays and I have belays from the other weapons, then the game should give me a sword belay. And so said so then I fought what's that dragon's name again?
Darling.
The Valent.
Yeah, the Valen, and I got the sword belay and I got a new cryo goblet, which was so much better than
Bro,
my
that
trash
I
one
saw
I
that. I was
had.
so jealous. That goblet is cracked, man.
Right?
Yeah, man. That's actually never happened to me before. I actually rolled on everything I wanted to. I was like, wow, that was crazy, yo. That
Must
was
be
absolutely crazy.
nice.
I think
Yeah.
I think the one good, like the one broken artifact I have is the Viridescent Feather. I think I sent that out. It has like 34 crit damage on it.
I don't think
Must
any
be
sub start on
nice.
30. That
It
is crazy, man.
That's the one artifact I have that's just crazy good. And I don't even have a character that benefits from it because all my characters are elemental mastery based, and Swoon
Well,
doesn't.
you don't have Zhao.
I don't have Zhao. I wish I had Zhao
Um,
now.
yeah, that would
Next
have
time,
been
maybe
real good
before
for
the end
Zhao.
of the year, you'll see him again. Maybe. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Yeah, man. Just brings me back when I got C1 Zhao. That was
Eh,
like so
yeah,
amazing.
I'll see. I'll
So
see one him next time for sure.
yeah, and next time when he comes out, I'll try and see if I can get his weapon.
Oh, I would love to get it again from
Yeah.
our old mine.
So I know well I can't say I know. There's a lot of leaks being going around. I think we're not even a leaks. Mihoyo's shown the the talent, well not talents, but the different abilities for the characters in terms of their skill, their boost, their normal attacks and whatnot. What do you think of um, the three new characters coming out in terms of their style and whatnot, their character moves, and these kind of things.
Um. Well, for me, Ba looks interesting, but again, I'm not pulling for these people. But she looks interesting.
Mm.
But I think it's her alt. It reminds me of catching so much. I'm like, why am I? Why would I want to pull for this when I have catching already? It could just be the animation. I don't know. It's giving me flashbacks. Um, Sarah seems really nice. I like her little wings thing. I think,
Yes, definitely
That
the
is
wings.
rough.
Yeah.
but I am seeing Fisher. I don't know, y'all. I'm having flashbacks when I see all these characters.
That
And
is
who? Well,
true though. I don't know why they made her another electro bow user.
Yeah,
I
I know, right? But like to
um
me, she's like a cooler fish, like just a whole general kind of vibe. Um, like she commanding the army, the black wings, the alts doing crazy. Well, I don't know how much damage it's doing, but it looks like it's doing to do crazy damage. And if you, I don't know if you realize, well, from some stuff I saw on YouTube, apparently her C4 does even more AOE damage in terms of like it reaches more places than the C0 one. Um, and like a E is good, a alt is good. Like both of them, like they're so, I don't know. The animations are so well done. They just look. I'm so excited to pull on that man. I feel like I'm just afraid that maybe Fisher might just take a permanent seat on the bench after I
uh,
pull
I
that.
mean characters come and go, so
Yeah.
But Coco, me, I don't know, yo. Like honestly, I feel like this is Barber in a 5-star skin.
I
I heard a
know.
lot of people saying that.
She
I
I
heals,
mean,
right? She's a
huh?
healer,
Yeah,
right?
she's a
Yeah, she's
healer.
healer. I don't know what she does. I'm not going to stay there and say I know she's not good or whatever. But again, these three characters seriously remind me of characters that already exist in the game. I don't know if it's a case of recycling animations, but that's just my feelings on it. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I mean, they might be some of the best characters, who knows? But for me, I feel like I've seen these characters already. They're just dressed differently and given different names.
I feel like I don't know. To me, well, even though people call her 5-star Barbara, I mean her kit is so different in a way. Like she has, like she can basically summon one of these little water body things to do attack for her. You
Right.
know the fact that her alt, when she boosts the alt, she can walk on water. No, I don't think anybody else can walk on water like she can.
Yeah.
Then you have I don't know, like she seems interesting. I'm just afraid for her because one, Mihoyo didn't give her the the 4-star support. Just like with Sarah, they gave the 4-star support to Bal, which Bal didn't need. People would have pulled on her regardless. And the other thing is she has a mechanic where she can sacrifice her crit rate for more healing or something like that, which I find like, I mean, do you really need that? I don't
I
know.
don't know.
But
My other thing is she's a catalyst user.
yes, like
What
why do
does
we
make
have
that different?
free hydro catalyst users in the game, man?
And not
Like
one claymore.
exactly.
She
And
should have been Claymore.
you have a a big tuna fish claymore. A big tuna fish claymore, you know, bring no hydro guy to, take advantage of that. Come on, man.
But I mean, I guess in due time. But like I said, for me, these characters remind me of characters that already exist in the game. Like I said, to each his own. They might be the best characters ever, but not for me. I would not like I would pull on them anyways. But if I had to, I probably wouldn't.
I don't know. I think
Yeah.
eventually we're gonna come to the point where there's characters that are not different enough, or there's characters that don't fill their role good enough that we don't need them, that people you don't see people playing them, like RIP Shinyan. Nobody plays Shinyan. We
Oh,
have like nobody plays Shinyan. We
I
have
feel like
Bilu.
if they made Jinyan's shield actually durable, she would be really good because she's a pyro character. So obviously you would have a
Yeah,
pyro shield and you get the pyro buff as well, which is how I wanted to run her. But like with resources so limited in the game, I mean, you don't really want to put so much resources into Xinyan, and then you have so many other characters to build.
exactly.
Which is
Like,
why, even though Noelle is much better than Xinyan, but I haven't built her yet. But I feel like if the rumors are true and Noelle is on the upcoming banner, which if she is, I'm so happy I didn't buy her in the shop because
Yeah.
I have a C5 right now. So if I'm pulling on that banner, I think I'll be able to get a C6. I'm just hoping I get more Sarah constellations than any other of the two characters because it's rumored to be Sarah, Zhengling, and no wait, am I? Yeah, Sarah, Zhengling, and Xinyan, I believe. So wait, no, Sarah, Noel, and Zhengling. Yeah. So if it's those characters, I already have C4 Zhengling and I already have C5 Noel. So I'm really hoping that the majority of the characters I pull will be on Sarah because I mean I don't want to get endless of a character that goes that's already above C6, which would not make any sense. But when I get C6 Noel, I will build her eventually, but I mean, Sarah and Baal takes priority, so it is what it
Okay.
is. But like, I really feel like if they buffed Jinyan's shield to make it actually usable,
I
a
think
lot more people would have
I think
used
it
her.
goes beyond that because if I look at it, Jinyan doesn't do anything that other 4-star characters can't do better than her. Like she's a physical DPS, right?
Hmm.
We have
Razor.
Razor filling in that spot as physical DPS for 4 stars. She's a pyro character. We have Yanfei, which is an insanely good 4-star pirate character.
Yeah.
She has the shield. We have Noel for that.
You
So
have
it's like
Dione too.
Diona as well. Diona, exactly.
Yeah.
Diona is an insanely good 4-star character.
Hmm.
I feel like she doesn't have a role. I think she just has things in her kit that work together for her, but I don't see her fitting into like a proper comp that does things. That would need
Yeah.
like a character that has the shield, that does the pyro, that does physical DPS. Like I don't see her fitting into any comp in the game right now. Maybe later on, but right now, nah.
Yeah, and I feel like Mioyo just put her by the wayside. At least even with other characters, they gave them their little side stories or or stuff like that. Xinyan literally has nothing. It's like they just dropped her in the game and like forgot
Well,
about her.
people were complaining. I saw this on Twitter that they were complaining that Shinyan has yet to have any parts in the main story. When I guess she
Or
hasn't had a
even
quest, she hasn't
yeah,
had a hangout route, nothing. And I mean, like, I kind of agree, but Shinya for me kind of lost her relevance. Well, I have Zhongli. I would never go and do Shinya. Why would I need her?
Yeah. Yeah,
If I was,
exactly. Like you have like with somebody like Diona, you have the healing with her. So that's an somebody you can put on your like second team in a beast and whatnot. Diona has so many uses in terms of like on a C6, you can have that extra elemental mastery and whatnot. Um, get your little melt going on there as well, and stuff. Then you have Noel with the shield, who I don't feel like she's that much of a good support for shield because
who
her
Noel?
shield, yeah. The reason why I say that because her cooldown is so long. So you would be without a shield for a while if you're depending fully on her shield, like in terms of like running her as a support character.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of other uses as well. With Jinyan, is just like she's trying to be different things, but she's not excelling at anything. The one thing I've seen people would use her for is like boost support, but even then, other people can do it better.
Yeah, but I mean, and again, I say this: these people were not there. A lot of these people were not there when the game had just begun, and there was literally no story for anybody. For like Chong Yun, we only got Chong Yun well to find out more about him when the Hangouts came out. When did they come out?
Oh, that's so true. Chongyun hasn't really been in the story.
Exactly,
Bennett too.
exactly. Um, yeah, when it's only when the Hangouts came out you got to know these characters. So, I mean, I say patience is a virtue because Shinyan, sorry, is technically kind of new-ish. Ish. I mean, I'm not saying she's new, but she's like fresh, a fresh force. So
Mhm.
then there might be a hangout in the upcoming update. We don't know. But for me, like there were a lot of characters that we never dealt with that were just in the game, and you had to wait months before you before you could find out what their purpose was.
A critic I heard content creator mention is that he feels like um, Genshin's story in terms of characters, backstory, and stuff like that is like they're not fleshed out enough. It's
They're
like
not. They're not.
yeah, it's like you have your favorite character, and you know you want to invest in your character in terms of knowing more about them and stuff, their backstory and whatnot. And like, there's not much to dig into. Like he was given the example of Shao, for example. You know, you have all these things about his past, about the Yakshas and whatnot. I feel like to me that would have been a perfect side story to get into. You know, delve into that. Even maybe you could get to summon some of the old yakshas or something like that. You know, they could have made a whole long side story of that and stuff like that, going deep into Shao's past and stuff.
I feel
And
like, well, sorry to cut you, but I feel like
mm,
for Shao, I think he would have more to do with Zhongli in terms of story, yeah? Because remember, Zhongli
mm,
created them. Now, my issue is that these characters supposedly know each other, but then there's no real interaction with them. That is my problem.
mm.
So
Like
if
Zhongli actually has links with the Electro account and whatnot.
right, like with okay, so again, Zhao, when you go through all of his voice lines and when they ask him about Zhongli, it's like he doesn't even know, which doesn't make sense to me because technically that's your dad. How do you not know who your father is and what
He
he's doing?
probably. Well, I don't pay attention to the story, but I'm guessing like they don't know it's Zhongli. They know Morax, but they don't know him as
Yeah,
Zhongli.
Well, it could be that, but
yeah,
Even in Zhongli's voice lines, he's like, I wonder what
yeah.
he's doing.
Yeah, he
But
keep,
that
Zhongli knows, but
Zhongli keeps talking about wine.
that's
but
so
that's
true.
in terms of characters and their stories. These characters are supposed. That is why I was very happy when the archipelago, whatever, when it was there and you
Yeah,
got to find out about Klee and you got interactions between
yeah,
Barbara and
exactly.
her sisters and
That's
Diluc
true.
and
That's true.
Kale, who were tech raised brothers. You
Mm,
got those interactions. You actually knew that these people knew each other. I
yeah,
mean, you would know about Diluc and Kale if you were paying attention, because when Diluc did his when they had the whole Dark Knight thing,
yeah.
the two of them were outside of the tavern speaking, talking about dad. So you kind of knew they were
Mm,
related, but you didn't know. But then finally, when we had that quest, you got to see characters interact. That's my thing, and that's something that MiHoYo could do a lot better.
Mm-hmm. And one other thing is people were saying that they could have like more in depth. Like even though you don't want to go so much into it in the game, you could have like little manga strips where you get more involved. Like they had some short manga stuff, but I feel like if they could have gone a bit more in depth into fleshing out the characters and stuff like that in manga pieces. And if you don't want to go too much into it with the game.
That's true. I mean, they kind of try to do it in the Archon quest, but I feel like it makes the Archon quest a lot longer.
Yeah, it was really long.
For
Yeah.
60 primos, might I add?
Exactly. I have a big problem with that. That is a like. Thank you for bringing that up. I have a big problem with that. Don't tell me you have to do a long quest, yo, and you get 60 primos for that. That's ridiculous, yo.
I
That is
think
absolutely ridiculous.
for the main story, and I think they kind of changed it in 2.0, because I find like for the quests in 2.0, the main story, you got a lot of primos. But
Oh yeah,
I think they could like up it for the main quests. Like
yeah, they
60
could.
for 60 and 30 for a main quest is too little to me. That's not gonna get you a wish. That's not gonna get you close to a wish. You still need to do like,
Exactly, yo.
They can give 160 and let you do one pull. Take
yeah,
care.
like let me do
Exactly.
the
Like, why do
let
you
me
all have to be
do the
so
long quest
greedy?
Right?
Why?
Right? The
to make
only
money.
person's Archon quest that I absolutely have no issue doing is Zhongli. Because you
But
get to
Zhongli's
find
quest
out what
was so
happens.
long, man. It was like
Yeah, but I love it.
I agree.
That's my
It was
bias.
interesting, but it was so long, man.
That's my bias. I love him. So
Was your? I guess so. That's your favorite Archon quest so far, then.
yeah, it is. It has been. He has been my favorite Archon. He is my favorite Archon so far.
So,
Um, I mean, we don't know who's gonna come. I still love him. I will always love him, but you don't know. But I find for him, I feel like he is more a part of the story. Like he
yeah.
has his hands in everything and he knows everything. And a lot of
Hmm.
the characters are connected through him. So
He's the
I feel
oldest
like,
Archon, right?
yeah, he's the oldest.
Yeah.
So I
So
feel like for him, he is the most fleshed out character in the game. Nobody else
yeah.
has has come up to that kind of standard. I don't know if it's Chinese bias because he's from Liyue and he's the Archon of Liyue who's modeled after China. We don't know. It might be Chinese bias, but still,
yeah.
he is. I find him to be the most fleshed out characters. I know more about him than I know about anybody else, really.
Yeah,
Just
he's
because of
really
his ability.
interesting. Yeah, a lot of people like him. Some people came in the game just to get him. I know a lot of Zhongli fans, and I feel like he was actually cool. Like to me, no offense to Venti, but like
I mean, I have my
no
thoughts on Venti, but
no offense to Betty. I mean, like, you kind of grown me a little more, but like, when the first time I saw a guy, I was like, is that a woman? Is that a man? Is that like, what's
It's
going
a
on
trap.
there? And like, I don't know, it just didn't feel like the cool vibe to me, like, in terms of getting, and that's why I feel like I didn't go hard enough to try and get him. Like everybody kept saying, yeah, he's so OP, but I didn't really know why he was so OP. I just knew people were saying he was OP, and I was trying to get him, but I didn't really go like push like over the edge to
yeah.
try and get him because like I never felt his character like he just looked like this kind of weird bob, weird clothing. I never really liked his
Have you seen his Archon costume? That's a bit.
suspect.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, he's an archer, and I don't like archers, and then he's not even so he's like basically he's more known for his burst and his exploration. So that's why when Kazuha came out, I was like, yes, finally a cool version of Venti. It's like
He really is, though, I find.
yeah. So like you didn't replace Venti. Of course, nobody can replace Venti because I mean he's an Archon after all. But still, like Kazuha was like, yes, I I can finally get what Venti has in a way,
With a
but
much
like
shorter
we
cooldown, might I
yeah,
add.
much shorter cooldown and just being cool. Like like certain people just like characters that have a cool vibe about them, and I'm more like one of these characters. These people. So it's like I don't know. I go for characters. I feel like they have a cool vibe about them, or they have like different mechanics about them, or you can explore like you can do things differently. Like because you don't want the game to get monotonous. Like now I've been using Ayaka a lot more. Like I used to regret not getting Kazuha so much, but I don't regret so much again because I mean Ayaka is literally perfect for Inazuma in terms of like there's a lot of water bodies and just being able to just
Run on
um
water.
run on that like nothing is like it's so nice, man. It's like her playstyle is different. I just like using her. Um and I feel like that's why I went so like just go in and try and max out everything on her. Even like more more than Zhao. So yeah man. It's very interesting the way they're taking the game. I feel like, well, I still haven't unlocked the teapot yet. I feel like I really have to do
What?
that.
That is, you are missing so much. You are missing out so much, bro.
But
What?
I
Oh,
I
serious?
wanted to ask your guys, what is that? There seems to be another type of resin. What is that resin about?
In the teapot?
There's a resin in the teapot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I
Danny
really have
might
to
be
do
able to
that.
tell you because I never bought it.
So
Oh.
it's a temporary resin. It's 60 resin first of all, and
Mm,
it's too damn expensive. It
yeah.
costs you your entire week of currency to buy it for just
Wow.
60 resin,
Yeah.
and it comes as a fragile resin, but it's not fragile
You
you can
know.
use. You just use it automatically when you buy it, and
Mm,
if you don't use it in the week,
yeah. It's
it
gone.
expires,
Wow.
which is ridiculous to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
That sounds ridiculous.
way too many restrictions. You have to use
Yeah.
your entire, like, I think what, 3 4 days of currency you have to save up to
Mm,
get it,
yeah.
and then it uses itself automatically. So you can get capped with this, by the way.
Mm,
So if you don't have like the right amount of resin, you could just cap yourself and it won't recharge. And if you don't use it within the week, that's way too many restrictions. I've never used it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
find it
never
Yeah.
way
I
used
too.
it.
find I find that sounds like a lot of restrictions for
There
me.
are more
But
interesting things to buy in the teapot than that.
The best
Like
thing
just
is
trying to
the
find things for the artifacts.
yeah, the XP things for the artifacts are the best things in the teapot.
and I really have to do that teapot. That a few things I have to do before the next patch comes. Apart from farming book for books and talent materials, I think Sarah uses the same talent materials with Ayaka, and she uses the same purple leaves which I have yet to farm that Yomiya uses as well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to farm, but I want before the patch comes out, I want to unlock the teapot and I want to get the stories done because I still haven't done Ayaka and Yomi. quest yet.
Wow.
What?
Wow. I shouldn't be
What are
talking.
you doing?
I only finished the main story that's available last week too. So
What?
Yeah, so I have to
Ay,
finish. I want to
ay,
finish the
ay.
main story because I know it's going to bite me in the butt because I want to be get to the La Senora. Um, I want to unlock it as soon as possible because the longer you leave these things, the less resources you get. I made that mistake with child leaving him not doing a story too long, and then I missed out on so much. So I say I don't want that same thing to happen to me again. So I'm going to try to catch up with the story. Not sure how possible I'll be. It's only a few more days, with,
I don't know
especially with
how
how
you'll do that.
busy
The
things
best
are. But
feeling for me is having no stories in my menu.
man, if I tell you the amount of world quests I have from since Mondstadt days that I
oh
haven't done
no.
yet.
Oh no.
Are you at least doing your reputation quest?
Oh
uh,
no. That's crazy. That's crazy.
let me tell
Okay.
you
Have you done the
what
tree?
the
The dragon
Inazuma
spine.
tree.
Dragon spine.
Not even the dragon spine I was talking about. The one in Inazuma.
I
Oh,
you know what forces me to do these things when I need something from it. So because I wanted the sword Billy, I did the tree enough to get the sword Billy, and I stopped there.
oh no.
Wow. Wow.
Which is a really bad habit. But like the thing is, I don't know if it's just me, but like Inazuma is such an annoying place, like to get things done. Like
You
I have
have
to
to
be
do
free
the
trying.
quest.
Yeah, you have to do the quest, and like
But
there
that's
was
a good
this
thing on MiHoYo's part, at least.
there
Like,
was
it's
this
forcing you to
quest.
play the game.
There was this time I was trying the to get the sword Billy, to get the access to that new craftable sword. I had to do so many things. I was like, what? Like, the more I think I get closer, the more I see I have to do things. And like, there was some S thing I had to do. I think I had to do three of them. I don't finish that quest yet because I was like, man, I was tired. I seen a whole day I there try and do things to get that. Like, what to think that to come and help me. And if he didn't come and help me do that
Oh,
puzzle,
I know what you're
man,
talking about, yeah.
yeah, man, I'd have been stuck in that forever. And the most embarrassing thing about that is I spent so long on that puzzle and I couldn't get it. And as soon as he entered the world, he just did the puzzle one time. I was like, bruh.
Well,
Yo,
I think
me,
for you it was a technical difficulty, no?
yeah. It's like, I don't know, me and this puzzle thing just not, just
Well,
not
I
working
mean,
out.
I trust me, I hate the puzzles, but I have to do them because I want to level up my tree. I finally got it to, is it 18 when you
20?
get to, no, 20?
Bro, 20 is
18
a
to,
lot.
yeah, when you get to unlock all of the other, when you can pass through the
That's
barriers, I should say.
that's 18, I think.
I think it's 18. I
Yeah.
did that and I'm done. Like, I good on that for now until the other two islands come out.
But do you have to get to 20 to unlock the treasure seeking thing? Like you can actually show you where chests
Oh
are
well,
and whatnot.
I think
that's in the
that's
reputation.
reputation.
Oh, the reputation.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
reputation
okay.
is
that's
fairly easy. You just have to keep at it every week.
yep.
Yeah. You imagine the reputation for Mondstadt and Leeway. I only did these things just for me to get the food shortcut, the teleporting thing, and unlock condensed resin. And when
I
I
did it
got
for
these things,
the
I just
gliders.
stopped there.
I did it for the gliders, only for the gliders.
I wanted everything because I by the time that it came out, I pretty much cleared out everything else that it would help you with. Like I didn't need any treasure chest. I have enough resources. I didn't need the Oculus. I collected every single Oculus in Leeway and um Mondstadt
Monster.
Wow.
already. So for me, it was just like I wanted everything else it had, like the cooking thing, the teleportation thing, and then
Yeah.
I just left it for a long time.
I did,
Yeah.
like I said, I did it for the gliders. I mean, my characters have to match the gliders have to match the characters. So
Yeah.
I was heavy on that.
Oh, that's facts. That's
I
facts.
actually,
I
I
did the same
actually
thing.
only have two gliders, the normal one and another one. I think the one you got when you just started the game.
You lie.
Um, I think what's the color? That was the color blue or something like that. The different colors. I
We
think
watched that one.
the pre registration one.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, I think that's the only two I have.
I did the longest quest. I think that if you see Dragon Spine, I hate Dragon Spine with a passion.
Man,
Like I just
I
hate it.
hate that.
So the tree, I only recently, sometime like maybe a few months ago, I finished the tree and I got those gliders. But I hated Dragon Spine. I gave Mihoyo 0 on the survey. I hated Dragon Spine
do
because it
y'all do
was,
y'all do the surveys every time it comes out?
oh yes, just to give them
we
the 0.
now you see, I didn't do the last survey because it was asking for way too much information. It was
Mhm.
like it's gonna record your IP address, it's gonna record your account information, it's gonna record the
Wow,
device. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa! You're
that is
Chinese. You
a
don't
big
get to do that. You're you're China. I know what you do with people's information. You're not doing that to me.
I think I missed that.
Yeah. I haven't done the survey in so long. It's like I used to do it, and then I just got so lazy with doing that. I don't
You see the
know.
ones that come out right after the patches and the new characters. Oh yeah, I'm on that. Like white on rice, just for me to give them 0. There are some things that you see when the survey for Inazuma comes out. Oh boy, I have a problem with that tree.
I have a problem
Me
with
too.
them. They still gated a lot of progress in the game, which I don't like.
Like they're like for certain things you have to wait how many days to complete
Yeah,
quests and whatnot.
like the I forgot the name of the place. I forgot its name. Uh,
The Tatara Tails or
yeah,
whatever.
Oh
Tatara
boy,
Tales. You
what
see this? This quest
man?
is the worst piece of game design I have ever seen.
I know,
You're
right?
gonna tell me, right? I do this one quest, right? Fine, I get a little bump in rewards. That's okay. But then I have to wait an entire week to complete the quest for what? And I haven't even done the quest for the
The bow.
craftable bow
Oh my god, you not.
because
Oh my god, I
Jesus
hated that
Christ,
shit
it's
so much.
RNG based. Why would you do that?
That's the
Why would
worst
you
thing
do
for me.
that?
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, nah, bro, it ain't worth
And you can't
it.
even collect your shells in peace. There are things attacking you. I'm like, why are you attacking me in water? Please leave me alone. So yeah, but
Yeah,
but
man. That
the tree is my
yeah,
biggest grief
yeah.
because
There
I
are
don't know
so
if you
many
have
things to
realized
collect there.
that there are more common chests in Inazuma than there are anywhere else in any of the other regions,
Oh,
and
that's
each
true.
common chest only gives you one sigil, and you need
Bruh.
25. And there are not that many luxurious chests. There are not that many precious chests.
Precious.
There are not that many exquisite chests, but there are plenty of common. And you have to fight the mobs. I find it's unreasonable. Like, why do I have to do this?
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
Mihoyo wants to stretch out the content, quote unquote
wh-
Ah,
content.
pissing me off.
when I was trying to refine my new sword for Ayaka, man, that was annoying you. Yeah, I come in there, Bell Breeze, thinking, okay, I just finished farm endless blue crystals. So I like, yeah, coming to the blacksmith. When I check in, I seen the sword grayed out. I was like, why is the sword grayed out? When I check in, Inazuma has its own kind of ore I have to farm
Oh
specifically
yeah.
for that. I was like, you lie. After I
I
just do,
don't see the point in that as well.
yeah, I said after I just do all that work, all them missions, the whole day I spent on that. And then you telling me I have to go and farm a specific type of ore again. I was like, bruh, you on some other things, yo.
Like Inazuma has the other types of crystals as well. I don't know why it is that they have to create another type of crystal for you to farm again.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like they try and show like their own well, like like Cuba, like we don't need any other part of the world. So it's like they
I
have to
don't
have
know
their.
which one.
because it, so what's the point of having it? Because if you get all the other types of weapons already in the other places, what would be the point
Yeah,
in farming for the white iron then? Like you wouldn't have a point in doing it. Probably if you're doing the
exactly.
housing, but
Yeah,
then it's like it's just so weird to me that each new region they have to create a new thing for that region.
yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like that's not
I think
necessary.
leeway was called lapis, which was another one. But you didn't need it for
You didn't
weapons.
need it for anything. You needed it
You
for
Yeah,
needed
like
it for
leeway
characters.
characters, yeah,
yeah,
which makes
baby.
sense. But then Dragonspine came out, but Dragonspine is a part of Mondstadt, and they still gave it its own awe.
Yeah,
What was it?
I was
Silver,
like
silver something. I can't
silver.
remember.
Yeah. What are you using that for? Oh, yeah, yeah.
The
That's a.
Weapons.
the Dragonspine weapons,
Oh,
which aren't even that good. I don't know anyone who
yeah,
uses them.
Well,
yeah, man.
I mean, you had to
These
know I
weapons
don't
are
use any
trash,
power
yo.
weapons again.
Yeah, Waylord, Waylord. Like the one weapon I saw that would have been good. Then I did so much work for it was the Claymore or Razor, and then I'm like looking at it, and then like it's not even that much better than the Aminus anyway. So it's
Exactly.
like, what was the whole point of that, yo? I mean, you make a physical weapon, at least make the thing,
Good.
Probably.
um, really good for physical characters. It's like I don't know. I don't know. So sometimes when you really look at is designer things and stuff like that, you really wanna like, what exactly was going on in these people's head, yo? Like it's like something's just not making any sense at all, yo. Like it was just a waste of design or resources. Like I don't know.
That can be said about a lot of things in Genshin, like as it
Yeah,
stands right now. Because I still don't understand why they made an entire series of weapons that only works with characters from a specific region. Well, not only works, but the buff it gives is
yeah,
only for like it's the leeway weapons, right? The buff
yeah,
you get only benefits leeway characters. What's the point in that?
Chinese
Well,
bias.
You
yeah.
should, you
Zongli
sh-
bias. Zongli, they're like, I'm the oldest Archon. You know what? We gotta have our old weapons.
you start the game with Mondstadt only characters. Like if you're free to play, you don't spend any money. All your
Yeah.
characters are Mondstadt characters.
That's
I I don't
true.
get it.
I feel like you can kind of see the bias in the game. I keep saying this to myself that you can tell which region is Mihoyo's favorite region. Within reason, of course, because you know it's Leeway because you know it's based after Chinese.
Oh yep,
After
yep.
Yeah.
in Chinese. So you
The
can
new
tell.
seasonal event that's coming up is Leeway again. It's not
Exactly. I
Inazuma.
was like, we're in a Zuma, yo. Why are we
I
going
mean,
back to Leeway, yo?
I'm not upset, but you can tell the bias. I mean that's people's game. You can't tell people not to boost up their own region. But I mean, I don't think anybody. I was actually thinking that the festival was going to take place in Inazuma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't expecting it because you know how there's Mondstadt, the festival in Mondstadt, and there's Leeway, of course. I thought it was going to be Inazuma this
Was
time.
the Mondstadt thing even a festival?
It was so bad.
It was like the mini games were fun and everything.
I I didn't
But
enjoy any of the mini
if you look at the leeway thing, and this is again when I wasn't playing, but I saw from like you guys and streamers and stuff, it
Yeah.
was so detailed. It was so rich in lore and everything.
Yeah.
And then the monster thing came around, and it's like the characters don't even know what they're celebrating.
Exactly, yo. Typical followers of the bad.
Venti.
The the drunkard.
Venti's like, well, you can just offer the flowers. I don't know why they're doing. Basically, he didn't even know why they were doing that, which is
I
funny.
was
But
like,
I guess it's kind of in his character, but it's still
yeah.
hilarious to me.
It
Man,
was so wet.
yeah,
And
yeah, that was crazy, yo.
like, I mean, I can understand if they want to do it like, since Leeway is basically the commercial hub of the world right now, as we have it
Yeah,
right now. It makes sense that they have the festivals purely just in this place. So if they want to do it like that, fine. But then they introduced Inazuma, which is also culturally rich.
yeah.
So, I mean, they're having a civil war right now, but still.
Captain America.
But yeah, they could have done it in a way where um, Leeway is the hub city where you could start all the events, you could take part in all the mini games and everything. They could have done that, and I wouldn't be as upset as I am now with the fact that they
Yeah.
keep pushing Leeway when we have all these other regions to explore and all these other regions that. When is the last time we did anything in Dragon Spine?
I don't want to go back to Dragon Spine, so that's
I
that.
mean, it's the winter area.
Oh my god, I
I
The
mean,
hate
only
it.
time I go back to Dragon Spine is if I have a commission to do there.
I
I
don't have.
think they would probably do Dragon Spine if they do a rerun of Albedo.
I feel
It's
like
That's the
possible.
only reason
Dragon
I'm listening to
Spine.
Black Girl.
I feel like Dragon Spine could have been a DLC.
It could have been like the islands to me,
Yeah.
honestly. Because
Could have
what are
been.
you doing Dragon Spine? What is there to do on Dragon Spine right now? Nothing.
I think they
So
said
Yeah.
they're gonna eventually bring back the islands, right? As
Uh,
a summertime thing.
but to me, like with the introduction of Inazuma, it's like is the other islands really necessary? Because it's like
That is
Inazuma is
true.
like the same
yeah, I
island kind
mean,
of
no,
thing.
I think like the islands are a lot more fun. I guess it was more
Summary.
based because a lot of your friends would go in and you can do the mini games together, and then you leave. Kind of like that. They're probably gonna if they bring back the islands, it's probably going to be purely just for mini games.
That
Yeah.
would be
I
great.
mean, you can't have fun in Azuma if they're at war. So,
That's
yeah,
true.
so most likely the islands are probably going to be more mini, like you just have a ton of mini games to do, like how it was before. And then
Well,
yeah,
who knows? Maybe one of the two new islands might be fun in there. Maybe.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't
If
think
the
so.
war ends, which by the looks of things it might subside, given that we're talking to Bao and everything from the trailer.
Yeah, true,
Maybe.
true.
speaking about the trailer, a lot of people have been making a lot of assumptions on,
That Kazuha dies. I'm sorry, spoiler.
yeah, Kazuha. You also have the priestess helping you out and stuff like that. So I mean, people are thinking that she might have been a previous Electro Archon. Um, I, I feel like a lot of people are hyped to get a playable character of her as well. What do you think of her and her portion in the trailer as well?
Wait, which character, which priestess?
Yay, yay,
Yay.
Oh yeah,
Miko.
The
Miko.
yeah.
I think there's like a far assumption of mine. I think
Mm.
Yaimiko is secretly Signora in disguise.
That is so. I never
That
would have seen
actually
that
sounds so
coming.
true.
I mean, from the way it looks, it kind of looks that way. I could see that being a thing because all right, we saw her once, right? Literally once in the story,
Mm.
and through a side quest, we know that the tree's roots were corrupt. I don't think like the priestess would just let the tree be corrupt and not say anything or do anything. It could just be Mihoyo's bad writing too,
Mm.
which they're not known to have. But I just found that strange.
We'll
Yeah, I
find out
remember reading about. I not
on the
reading,
next
but like.
episode of Dragon Ball
Yeah.
3.
And the thing is, we saw her in like she was very prominent in the first trailer, but then she only
Yeah.
had like she had like a cameo in the story so far.
I feel like in 2.1, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of her. That's just my assumptions. But
I
I
hope.
feel like she will have some big role to play, especially with the whole Baal situation. Since you're going to be having your second confrontation with Baal, I feel like things are really going to turn up in terms of the story
Oh yeah.
with
Can't
all these characters. I'm and I feel like um, the introduction of Sharamouche will lead up to maybe like the next patch. Like it will be like okay, we finish with Bal in this patch. Sharamouche is moving on to the next patch.
yeah. I mean I can't wait for the story and the extremely long Archon quest, but I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Scaramouche again, finding out more. I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that he isn't human, so I kind of want to know what his story is. I mean, he's the only person I'm really interested in, but I kind of know what his backstory is. Why
Yeah, I
why
heard.
why is the Archon like that? I don't know. She seems to be the most disagreeable Archon so far.
Yeah, I heard a rumor saying that maybe Sharamosh and Akon are siblings. I don't know.
That seems so far out of left field.
I
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
I don't think they are siblings, but I think they probably know each other somehow. Because I mean, he does carry an electrovision. So why didn't she take his electrovision?
Probably she
yes, yeah,
couldn't.
yes, yeah. The man named Margin the Traveler there, yo. It's like
That is true.
what?
Like
Yo, like to
it's
me,
not just that.
the
Like
way
mhm.
the way they've been showing him in the
He's
game so far,
strong.
like
He's
he's so
powerful.
OP, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like even
like
he looks
everyone's
even
scared of
more
him.
OP than La Signora and La Signora's Margin 20.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does seem to be very OP. I know for a fact, like based off of Child's voice lines about him, that he's the least like harbinger out of all of them. Like he doesn't get along with any of them.
Uh
I mean, you can kind of see why. He does seem a bit,
yeah.
but
Wait,
yeah,
if
he's
his
the least.
if his
He's
fashion
the least
choice maybe.
his attitude. So I mean, if I have to talk in terms of characters that I'm looking forward to, it's definitely Scaramouche. Not just because he's a guy, but he seems to have a lot of mystery around him. And
Yeah,
yeah, and
definitely.
like I said, I kind of want to know more.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So it's looking like the game is moving in a healthy direction for in terms of story. if you really watch at the patch, I feel like that patch they're going to be giving us a lot in terms of permanent content. We're getting 2 new islands. We're getting a lot more events. We're getting both banners having new characters plus a new 4-star character as well. Um, yeah, we're getting new weapons. Not only one, but 2 new weapons. I think that's the first time we're getting 2 new 4-star weapons. The catch and the fish claymore. So I mean, it's they're giving us a good bit of content. Although I find they're a bit stingy on the rewards, I really wish. Although I think I heard there might be an announcement on Wednesday, so I'm hoping that the announcement will be more primos or something like that. But you never know. You never know. So, but it's looking very interesting. So, yes, guys. Any closing thoughts on what we've experienced so far and what we're hoping to see in the future?
I am just looking forward to my ball polls,
Yes, man.
but I
Yes.
should I should probably not say that. I might just blight it because I've had too much good luck with polls for the past like couple polls. But I'm just looking forward to playing with ball.
Yeah. And by the way, are you pulling purely on the character banner, or are you going to try to get the weapon banner?
I never pull
Bow
on the
on the
weapon
weapon.
banner. I never
Yeah.
pull on the weapon banner.
So I am guessing since you're not going to be putting on a characters banner, the general is going to go for the
The
weapon
weapon.
banner.
I'm still not too sure because if according to the leaks, I would to get the polearm, but it seems like that polearm is similar to Skyward Spine. It's not is that the name? Yeah. So I'm not too sure it because it
The
gives the same
clash.
stat energy recharge. So I mean I don't know. I guess I
Hmm.
only know when the banner comes out. I mean I'm not upset if I have to save my primos because who knows what's gonna happen later on. Because I still
Yeah.
do want Toma
Yep.
and my little fox boy. So I don't know yet.
I guess
Yeah. I
depending on my pulls with Bao, if I get her early, I might switch to the weapon banner because I have like I don't have a good pole arm at all.
Well, I wish I had another 5-star polearm, but that's for a different story.
yeah. But the for free to play players. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm just like you as well. If I can, but most likely I will be sticking to the characters banner.
I think you might be breaking up.
Me?
No, Slasher.
Oh, oh, I thought it was me that was down.
Nah.
Probably went offline.
Yep. Yeah, I think cut off.
Too much bad weather for Flo. I'm surprised there's no web event though.
I think there was. I didn't do it though because it looked uninteresting. The thing for Ayaka.
I did it, but the instructions were not clear. Like I got the reward. I don't know if it was like a one-time reward thing. I got 40 primos. I don't know, but I'm
I
surprised
have
there's
no
not
idea
another
what
one.
it was.
You just had to dress her up, which was weird, but I'm not
Dress
getting
to
40
work.
primos.
Ayaka.
Ayaka in the web event.
There was a web event. I didn't even
Oh
know
wow.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it's
that.
long gone now. I
Yeah, it's
didn't do it.
long gone.
Yo, how
I
many
Maybe
have
I
no
need
primos?
idea
Ayaka's
what it
banner.
is.
How
40.
many? Oh my gosh. How did I not? I don't know. To me, I usually hear when. Anyway, I think the reason why I didn't hear about that is Mr. Boring Guy was gone. He usually updates me on these kind of things.
Um,
Um, what's his name again?
Is it Majestic?
Majestic, yeah. He's
He's back
finally
now, though.
returned. Yeah, man. Well, what a crazy ride that guy went through. I wonder how exactly if he had to go through, if his lawyer is actually winning the case or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how he managed
Well,
to pull that off, but
he still doesn't have
yeah.
the main channel. He's still only posting on the side channel, though.
But he had his main channel back, yeah.
Nope.
Mm, interesting. Well, guys, thanks again for joining on the stream. It's good to be back. Can't wait for next week. Only a few days away. And I'm really how everybody reacts to not only the new patch but the new characters as well, how they play. And well, we will have a podcast before we actually know how things went for us. But best of luck to everybody going.
or did he cut off again? Or is it me?
I think he cut off again.
I keep wondering if it's me.
Alright, well, I guess I think we could end it off. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And hopefully, we'll see you next week, same time.
Same place.
Peace.
Later.